Welcome back to the channel. Today we're at the National Portrait Gallery in Washington, D.C. All the images you're seeing right now were taken at the gallery, and the reason why I put them up front is to help you understand that the Portrait Gallery is more than just pictures on the wall. There is so much more to see and do here, and that's why I'm taking you on a full and comprehensive tour that begins now. The first thing to point out about the National Portrait Gallery is that it is not on the National Mall. Unlike many of the other Smithsonian museums, this one is in the middle of the city. If you're thinking about driving here, then parking is likely going to be an issue. However, the good news is it's right next to the Gallery Place metro stop. One of the best things about coming to the Portrait Gallery, like all other Smithsonian museums, it is 100% free. There is no cost to enter. What we are looking at right now is the Courtyard Cafe. This is an indoor structure that's dead smack in the middle of the Portrait Gallery. Now, on the roof is a glass roof, so all the light you see right here is natural light. It is a wonderful outdoor, well, not outdoor, but is a wonderful indoor space that will make you feel like you're in the outdoors. Now, whatever the temperature is outside, in here is always going to be absolutely 100% perfect. The reason why I wanted to start you out here is just to help you understand that there are so many surprises at the Portrait Gallery, and this is just one of many. Just so you know, the floor is not wet. It's a water feature that's actually pretty remarkable. If you come here during the wintertime, there is a free coat check. However, there is no one here to watch it. If you have a backpack or a large purse, there are free lockers available because you're not allowed to walk around the Portrait Gallery with a backpack or some kind of package. Here is my first and the best pro tip for you. There are free guides available at the Portrait Gallery. They come at varying times. The best thing you can do to find out when those times are to check the listings on the internet before you come. All of these guides are a wealth of knowledge. They will take you on a complete and comprehensive tour all around the Portrait Gallery. The guides will help you understand the impact, relevance, and importance of what you are looking at. They also understand and know the buildings well. They'll help you to appreciate the architectural significance of the rooms you're in and the structures that you're looking at. And let's be real, you're in an art museum. Half the stuff there you're not going to understand. You're going to need somebody to help keep it all in focus. One of the things that prevents people from coming to the Portrait Gallery is that they feel like they're not going to be able to recognize folks in the pictures. Well, that's just not true at all. You'll be surprised what you'll find because there are lots of current figures that are depicted in the pictures, and some that are old that you will absolutely recognize, I guarantee you. In coming here, one of the things to keep in mind is that this is an art museum. So you're gonna see things that are creative. This I thought was my favorite. It's the preamble to the Constitution. It's made up of license plates from all 50 states, and it starts off with "We the people" and continue on from there. This building is absolutely beautiful, and in the next couple of shots you're going to see stunning architecture. You're going to see lots of brilliant bright colors, wonderful decorations, and you'll be able to, even if you don't appreciate the portraits, just be in one of the most stunning buildings that's available to the public in Washington, D.C. We have reached the halfway mark of this video, and thank you for being with me on this journey. The most important thing you can do to show your appreciation is to like and subscribe. I specialize in fun and interesting things for individuals and families to do in the DC metro area, so please show your support. Here's something that's highly unique about this museum, and it's that you won't find a restaurant or somewhere where you can buy anything to eat. Let's get now to the heart of the museum. You're going to find portraits of individuals who are still with us and very modern and need no explanation, and also individuals who have passed away. The great news is, if you don't know who the individuals are, there's always something to help you understand what you're looking at, to help you understand the hallway and the relevance and the significance of the images you're seeing. Something to keep in mind while at the museum is that it is part of the Smithsonian Institute. They have the best set of artifacts in the entire world. So don't be surprised to see a picture of, say, Thomas Edison next to an invention that has literally revolutionized the entire world. The most famous part of the museum is the American President section, which is photographs of all the presidents from George Washington all the way up to the most current US president. But before we get there, the museum is an art museum. So you're going to see things that you would never expect to see in a portrait museum. The portrait museum, otherwise, I would say, is not a good fit for kids. However, this section of the museum is. I think it has a lot of strange, funky, new age type things that kids would enjoy. So if you're thinking about coming here with your family, that would be a good bet, because this section of the museum is very popular and it seems to really be something that kids can appreciate a lot more than, say, the portrait section of the museum. As far as how long you should take at the museum, well, it really depends on you. If you are a student of American history, it's going to be an all-day affair. However, if you just want to get a feel as to what the museum is all about, expect to spend between 2 to 3 hours. One of the downsides about this museum is that there's no audio app to help you understand and appreciate what you're looking at if you decide to skip the guide and do it alone. By far, the most popular portion of the museum is going to be the President section. It's both popular for kids and adults. By far, and for obvious reasons, kids love the President section of the museum, and that's because they can recognize the individuals who are on the wall. They're oftentimes living presidents, but presidents who, even if they've passed away, are still very popular today. Here's a huge pro tip if you bring kids to the museum. Kids love to touch things. These portraits are worth hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars. Some of them are priceless. There are security guards all around. Instruct your kids as much as they may want to go and touch these paintings. They are not to do so. They will immediately get dealt with by the security staff and they will get kicked out of the museum. There are lots of things to see and do, and by now you probably understand what I mean when I say that this museum is not what you expect a portrait gallery would be. That being said, the only way you're going to be able to experience that is by the Shoe Leather Express. You're going to have to walk it, so if you're coming, expect to put a lot of steps on your pedometer. One of the downsides of this museum is that there are some, but not a lot of opportunities for you to sit and enjoy what you're actually looking at. Now, if you thought that by coming here you'd avoid the opportunity to buy things you don't need, didn't know you wanted, then you were wrong, because there's a gift shop at the end of the museum. So that's something that you can also check out.